Hey, Shalom. I like to give all praises, glory, and honors to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. I like to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well, peace, salutation, and blessings to the elect who firmly believe in Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai. Now, I came across this video from the brother Amawan Gabar. He shared the brother GMS Holland, in which they shared this article, and it's one step closer, man. You know, it's one step closer to the time of Jacob's trouble, to the hour of temptation, till we get the hell out of this captivity. You know, of course, now I'm going to gloss over, certain terminology when it comes to this article. So these devils don't pick it up in the algorithm and, send strikes. How they like to play. But it says World Economic Forum urges governments to arrest citizens who talk about tsunami of deaths among the maxed. Right? World Economic Forum has urged government around the world to begin arresting citizens who publicly talk about the tsunami of deaths among the fully Vicky Venom population. According to the globalists, if users post anything on social media that suggests vaccinations cause adverse reactions, they must be censored, demonetized, and ultimately arrested for their crimes. We already know this is leading up to the famine of the word. They're pumping fear upon the people, and as you can see, your constitution rights is being stripped right before your eyes because it's not in the favor of these devils, of these Edomites. They're trying to control the narrative, and it's to no avail. It says multiple mainstream media outlets recently called for users on X to be banned for spreading the conspiracy theory that Sean Barber died following his vaccination. AMP reports yet if the World Economic Forum and the World Health Organization and even Joe Biden and the U.S. government have their way, simply speaking about the alarming death of Barber at the age of 29 as being somehow tied to the max should be a punishable crime. Yet, as we all know by now, it is those genocidal crooks themselves who should be shaking in their boots and very soon facing charges, even executions for engineering genocide. Some of those posts called crazy conspiracy theories that the WEF and the WHO would love to outlaw being spoken. An ex-user tweeted, "There sure are a world lot of young and healthy athletes dying since the jabs rolled out." Another user, medical complications odd, that explains it. The vaccines aren't so safe and effective, I see. Thank God I didn't get maxed. One user chimed in. A user questioned, why are so many young, healthy people suddenly dying since the max rolled out? Another added, how is it libs have managed to sink themselves so far up their own asses, they still cannot see how young people are dying right and left lately? Is a pride or ego preventing from admitting they were played? Another sudden death of a young man, RIP. Why was it considered to be okay to ask someone if they have been maxed during the mad push for vaccine passports and excluding people from society, but now vaccination status is not mentioned? I think that answer to this should be very clear to us, a tweet read. So while the WEF and the WHO global government conglomerate would love to punish Americans and people around the world for putting out tweets like the one seen above for spreading misinformation or disinformation, people such as Dr. Paul Alexander has labeled these people still attempting to murder people via their Vicky Venom as the horsemen of the apocalypse, who must be held accountable for their genocidal crimes upon humanity, and that means they should be executed if found guilty. This brand new story by Dr. Will Marquis, MD, is absolutely alarming, titled mRNA Vaccine-Induced Turbo Cancer Tsunami is underway and is driven by young people. As the story reports, new cancer diagnoses are expected to hit a record high in 2024, according to this story from Axios, using alarming statistics in a statement by the American Cancer Society. With the ACS warning that this huge spike in the numbers of cancers is being alarmingly driven by young people, check out some of the statements below we've republished from that story. And you can pretty much read the rest of the article, pretty much, self-explanatory. But Hey, we are in those times, man, to where they trying to silence people, you know. But we the prophets, we see these things coming. We got the drop, man. We got the drop. Ben had the drop since the Lord revealed this word unto us. You know what I'm saying? It's laid out. We just waiting for it to be played out. You know what I'm saying? That's the motto. Amos chapter 8, verse 11 says, Behold, the days come, save the Lord power, Yahweh, that will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of Yahweh. That's right, man. So the time is coming to where the Lord is going to withdraw his men. The Lord's going to withdraw his men from being out there on the highways and byways. And you're not going to be able to receive this word. You're going to have to go to them who sell and buy when it comes to this truth. Because ultimately the plans is to get rid of the internet, and they're going to get rid of the internet. In order for you to get back on the internet, you're going to have to be micro C-hipped, in order to use it. Everything's going to be intertwined, and like I said, I don't see this happening like immediately, but these are the plans. It is on the books, and they just want people to stop spreading that so-called false narrative, and of course they're going to make an example. They're going to make an example out of a public figure who spoke upon these jabs and these vaccinations to get the rest of the people to fear. That's just how these devils operate. Verse 12, and they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of Yahweh, and shall not find it. That's right, they're not going to find the word, because the time is going to come to where our tongue is going to cleave to the roof of our mouth. Let's see if I can find that. It's the book of Ezekiel, chapter 3. I'm going to start at verse 26. And I will make thy tongue cleave to the roof of thy mouth, that thou shalt be dumb. Because what's a dumb person? Somebody who cannot speak. And you try speaking with your tongue on the roof of your mouth, you're not going to be able to get a word out. So pretty much what's that mean? The Lord is going to, I'm pretty sure one of you guys listening probably tried it. No, I'm just playing. But the Lord is pretty much going to shut us up. The Lord's going to shut up his prophets, because at that time, now it's time for the Lord to protect brothers. We putting the work in for the Lord. We working for Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. We're giving diligence to make our calling and election sure. And in that time, when the Lord remove us from off of those corners to where we can't even teach online, that's when the Lord's going to start doing the fighting for us. So I'll make thy tongue cleave to the roof of thy mouth, that thou shalt be dumb, and shall not be to them a reprover, for they are a rebellious house. That's right. The Lord is not going to be a reprover unto our people anymore. Because the grace of and the window of opportunity to repent, they didn't take that grace period. So now the Lord is going to bring judgment. But when I speak with thee, I will open thy mouth, and thou shalt say unto them, Thus saith the Lord power. He that heareth, let him hear, and he that forbeareth, let him forbear. For they are a rebellious house. That's right. Israel's rebellious, man. You try breaking down this word, to a nigga, to a 2/3, and they just can't get it, man. They want to believe whatever ideology feels good to them. It's hard being a prophet. Ezekiel 12:25, for I am Yahweh, I will speak, and the word that I shall speak shall come to pass. It shall be no more prolonged, for in your days, O rebellious house, will I say the word and will perform it, saith the Lord power. Again, the word of Yahweh came to me, saying, Son of man, behold, they of the house of Israel say, the vision that he seeth is for many days to come, and he prophesieth of the times that are far off. Hey, that's what they say, man. They don't think this is coming in our lifetime. They don't think these harsh realities, the judgment of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, is coming in our lifetime. They just don't see it. And that's because they don't understand the scriptures. That's why they make these erroneous statements. They don't know the Lord. You know what I'm saying? They can't measure the times diligently. In order to measure the times diligently within itself, You got to have the understanding of the scriptures, true understanding of the scriptures. You know, that's why they wanted the separation of church and state, because when you read the scriptures and understand it, the two are interchangeable. Politics go right alongside with the scriptures. It says, therefore say unto them, thus saith the Lord power, there shall none of my words be prolonged any more, but the word which I have spoken shall be done, saith the Lord power. That's right. It's happening. These things are happening. These things are coming to pass, man. They're coming. And we're excited. We're excited. We want this thing to roll out because, look, we're tired of going to work. We're tired of having a woman over us talking back. We're tired of these badass kids talking back. We're tired of having these heathens, these other, starting with Edomites, over us. We're tired of paying taxes. We're tired of paying these bills. We're just tired of everything. So we can't wait for these things to happen. Push the damn button. Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 1. I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. That's right. And that's what? Watching for current events. You know, that's why they wanted the separation of church and state, because they didn't want you watching. It says, and Yahweh answered me and said, write the vision, make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. That's right, these prophecies. You know, we see it happening. May this be the year. And when things start to really kick off, may this be the year. Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai Ratazah. You know, because the prophecies we waiting on is that micro C hit, you know, martial law, more pestilence, beast newly created. But that major prophecy is that micro C hit in the World War III and martial law. You know, that's what we waiting on. You know, that's what we waiting on. So the time is coming to where these things are going to be fulfilled, and then they're going to know, damn, there was a prophet amongst us. They're going to know there's a prophet amongst them. The time is going to come to like, damn, them brothers from GMS was telling the truth. You know, time is coming. So what, they going to want to lock, you know, essentially brothers up, you know, and that goes back to Psalms, the 2nd chapter, man. When you check it out. Psalm 2:1, why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing? The kings of the earth set themselves, and the rulers take counsel together against Yahweh and against his anointing, saying, let us break their bands asunder and cast away their cords from us. How are they attempting to do that? Let's read this title. World Economic Forum urges governments to arrest citizens who talk about tsunami of deaths among the Macs. That's a case and example of them saying, let us break their bands asunder and cast away their cords from us. He that sitteth in the heaven shall laugh. The Lord shall have them in derision. That's right. That's why we not tripping. It was really a trick bag for you. Then shall he spake unto them in his wrath, and vex them in his sore displeasure. Yet have I set my king upon my holy hill of Zion. I will declare the decree. Yahweh have said unto me, thou art my son. This day have I begotten thee. That's right. That's what we see. You know, it says, ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance, and the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession. That's part of that's the byproduct. You know, that's the reward, you know, for serving Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Thou shalt break them with a rod of iron. Thou shalt dash them in pieces like a potter's vessel. Be wise now, therefore, ye kings. Be instructed, ye judges of the earth. Serve Yahweh with fear and rejoice with trembling. Kiss the Son, lest he be angry, and ye be perished from the way, when his wrath is kindled but a little. Blessed are all they that put their trust in him. You know, and we have the hope for a life is going to be blessed, man. We're going to be blessed. 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 14, woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword in their destruction draweth nigh. And one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. Class wars, race wars, however you want to slice and dice it. It's going to be the survival of the fittest. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. And man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. Martial law. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods, because of the lack of bread, and for great tribulation. It's on the way, man. Great tribulation is on the way. All we got to sit back and watch it play out, and hope the Lord have mercy upon us. That's it. But our confidence is going to be built up. 2 Ezra 16:68, for behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you, and feed you being idle with things offered unto idols. That micro C hit. And they that consent unto them shall be had in derision, and which is the mark of the beast, and in reproach and trodden under foot. For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. They shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. Why? Because we spoke out against them. We spoke the truth. For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. Then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as the gold in the fire. So that time is coming to where it's going to be revealed who Yahweh Bashem Yahushua's chosen is. And guaranteed it's going to be the men of Great Millstone, the men teaching in that same breath and doctrine, the truth. So, hey man, brothers, gear up, keep the faith strong, keep pushing, because these are their plans. This is the agenda. So with that, I'd like to give all praises, glory, and honors to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Akakwadash. I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who do rule well. Peace and blessings to the elect. Shalom.